After Toriko devoured several live fish, his strength suddenly surged. With a casual wave of his hand, he effortlessly sliced a 100-meter-tall tower in half. And all of this was the result of his solid and rigorous foundational training. Meanwhile, Komatsu was preparing to test his skills, getting ready to handle a pufferfish. Just the thought of it made him incredibly nervous, because each pufferfish was worth $100 million. But this fish had a poison sac inside, and the slightest mistake could turn the entire fish into nothing but waste. Before this, Komatsu had failed 9 times, only succeeding once. But now, he could easily remove the poison sac in an instant. And the pufferfish in front of him hadn't even changed color, because it didn't even realize the poison sac had already been removed. Shu said this was just the beginning. Once they completed advanced training, they would be able to dissect fish perfectly, and even if only the fish's head remained, it would still survive. With each day of training, the candles would no longer be extinguished by the slightest breeze, and ham-shaped flowers would bloom around them in an instant. They could even effortlessly pick up rice grains as fragile as eggs. Even combining a cactus with pudding was no problem for them. Every strike from Toriko was simple yet filled with power, and Komatsu's cutting speed was steadily improving. Just as they were celebrating their progress, their master suddenly descended from the sky. The two quickly dodged, and when the dust settled, a massive crater appeared where their master had landed. Toriko and Komatsu were completely stunned. From now on, their master would personally train them. Their master led them to a pond, where they were instructed to try picking bubble fruit. Toriko reached out, and when the bubble fruit landed in his palm, it felt ice-cold and piercing. This time, it didn't break. They had finally succeeded. But strangely, this bubble fruit wasn't real. It was just a training model. The real bubble fruit was hidden in the sacred temple's secret realm, which was the true trial ground. Only by passing through the bubble fruit path could they obtain the legendary food scroll. However, only one person could make it through that path. Bubble fruit was an extremely shy ingredient. Apart from the master, who trusted its appearance, it would only accept one other person. So Toriko followed his master into the temple. But Toriko walked for a very long time, yet still found nothing. There wasn't even any water around him, and the path seemed endless. He had been walking for an entire week, exhausted and drained, and reached his limit, unable to continue any longer. He collapsed to the ground.